So what's going on, guys? My name's Violent. Welcome to GRIZZ Zombies. Today we're in the World War II beta. A lot more information is dropped, and the Paratroopers are getting a new fix coming up very soon. Right now there's some minor adjustments regarding some edge case issues, but they've been addressed and more is coming along the way. So there's going to be a buff coming for the Paratroopers. If it's your first time around here, be sure to subscribe. Let me know in the comment section if you're new, and drop a like on this video if anything helps you out. As of August 26th, everyone's progression has progressed to such a level that they decided to raise the level cap to 25. Where in the last video we talked about everything all the way up until level 20, now that we have a mission leading up to level 25, there are some unlocks that we need to talk about. The S-Mine 44 unlocked at level 21 is the Trip Mines, the Bouncing Betties. This is a new lethal, one that you can get your hands on if you enjoy this type of lethal. Now, I will like something like the Tomahawk if it was available. It's not, of course, so I do use the Sticky Bomb Grenade. That's one of my favorite things. I can attach it anywhere I want to throw it, and pretty much that is my lifesaver. But right here, we're using the Bouncing Betty, and you're going to see a triple kill go on. So it can be very useful if done correctly. Now, fellas, if the beta at all is getting stale for you, just know that in the blog post that I'm reading right now, there's more maps along the way. A new weapon just got introduced called the Wafe 28. This unlocks at rank 22 once you get there, and you can try this sucker out. It's really good. This weapon acts a lot like the Infinite Warfare weapon called the Trencher. Maybe some of you have experience with this weapon. It's just very similar to that type of weapon. So get your hands on that if you like that type of thing. I prefer the PPSH. The Fighter Pilot. This is a score streak, a new score streak that was introduced. You can unlock this at rank 24. Nothing really happens at rank 23, but at rank 24 you'll get this new score streak and you can apply it to your character. I feel like I personally overestimated this score streak. I expected it to be extremely badass. It actually is really cool, but at the long-term effect, you can only get a few kills at a time, maybe one or two. It's not like you're going to clear the entire map like an AC-130 would. Hopefully, that is a score streak yet to come, but this is a good teaser towards that. Now, I just wanted to briefly touch on this score streak. We will be getting to the parachute score streak later in this video. As you know, the M1911 was introduced as a secondary weapon. It's a secondary weapon you can select now. And so you can actually apply that once you reach rank 25. Ultimately, you can use your unlock token to apply this to your character. Once you reach rank 25, it's a no-brainer. Apply the M1911 as your secondary pistol. It's 10 times better than the other pistol they give you by default, and it's good and it's nostalgic, right? We all know the M1911. Now, there's another basic training that was introduced called Energetic. You can sprint again sooner and take no damage from falling. I found this to be very effective, and there's, of course, ones that you'll want if you want to try out the higher score streaks like we're going to look at here in a bit. There you can use basic training to continue your score streaks. And that's basically what I used in order to unlock the parachute troopers that you're going to be seeing here in a little bit. But notice how much speed I have. This is, you can sprint again sooner. That's the effect of it. The highest score streak in Call of Duty World War II beta is the Paratroopers. This is a 1250 score streak, one that was introduced when the beta did go live. This was not an add-in type of deal, but the initial blog post that we got didn't give us quite as much information as the official Reddit post that went down. So here's what they said. We've heard your feedback on the Paratrooper score streak having some edge case issues. We've made some adjustments today, but they aren't addressing the core issues in the way that we wanted. We've got new fixes coming soon, so we can anticipate some sort of buff happening to the Paratrooper score streak. I say that because a lot of people are saying that their Paratroopers are getting shot down easily, they're getting killed out of the skies, rendering the score streak basically useless. However, these AI do have pretty good intelligence to them. They're not like really stupid. They do bob and weave with the bullets that you're shooting at them. So I do find this to be a very effective score streak, and it's a very interesting one to be at the top of the leaderboard when it comes to score streaks. The description that Sledgehammer gave was that edge case issues were fixed. I imagine that's where you can shoot them out of the sky really easily and the parachute down. That little effect, maybe something was smoothed out there, but it didn't turn out the way that they intended or wanted. So more of a fix is coming on the Paratroopers. I felt that it was important, and for now this remains the highest score streak in the game, so I wanted to cover it, keep you guys informed. Now I'm going to read off the rest of the patch notes that I'm seeing here. Some players are reporting getting trapped in an update loop when they're prompted the restart of their game to complete the update of the client. We've been resolving through the basic troubleshooting and are investigating further steps into this. Whether some of this may pertain to you or not, this is just worth listening to. You've asked about a colorblind setting in the menu. While not in the beta, we've been working to have this set for launch. In response to all the requests for bumper jumper configuration, we also plan to support this for launch. We've heard your feedback regarding playlist variety. We've made some adjustments to improve this. This is talking about the beta. You know what else would improve it? More maps and more modes. This is what I was talking about earlier. Sledgehammer is currently investigating a bug that causes players to be kicked back to the main menu after accepting an invite from the load screen of any map. I know I've dealt with this every time I've ended a game and had to relink back up. But it's just something that tends to happen. I mean, this is a beta. Here's another good example. There's a bug causing the title to crash when an invitee accepts an invite while entering into a match when the inviter is also entering the match. Very confusing, but there is a problem there that's being addressed, and it's been acknowledged by Sledgehammer. Some of the things that you've noted are the incendiary shells feel too strong. We're looking into the data and determining a proper nerf that is needed. So there will be a nerf on the incendiary shells. Improvements to the party UI and UX are underway. Implementation of this is still to be determined, but know they're actively working on it. And this is talking about how you link up with your friends, and the actual menu system behind that will be adjusted somehow. They want it to look better, and I agree with that statement. I don't think the menu system for how we're partying up is very user-friendly. Gameplay-wise, though, I'm having a blast. The only other thing I would harp on is the map selection. Never goes to Point du Hoc, and that is my favorite map, so I wish that was in the rotation more. It seems like the other two maps get the limelight all the time, and I just want Point du Hoc to play all the time. As a matter of fact, put a 24/7 mode active on that motherfucker so I can hop in anytime I want. But what do you guys think of the level cap now being at 25? We did a little jump from 20, we grinded our way up, and then we had 5 more levels with a lot more unlocks included into the beta. Are you shocked that there's even more being included each and every day that the level cap increases? I think Sledgehammer knows exactly what they're doing, and they're taking us in a very good direction here with the beta. Improvement going along as we move through this, and they're providing patch notes along the way. How wonderful is that? I thought the grind from rank 20 to rank 25 was actually pretty good. I liked introducing these new things into my own creative class, giving them a try. Let me know what you enjoyed the most out of what you saw here today. And do you think the Paratrooper actually needed a buff? I do, because I've used it a few times and I've noticed that they are actually pretty weak, and I just wanted to make a video kind of covering it, getting your guys' thoughts on the Paratrooper score streak. Do you think it's dumb? Do you think it's something that could get better and potentially be as good as like dogs back in the day? Because I remember calling in dogs, and that was really awesome too. So this may eventually have a little more spice and zestiness to it moving forward into this beta. Just giving you guys a heads up. Be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Viollent out.